Hello, I'm Jefferson Hack, and on behalf of Nowness, it gives me great pleasure to be sitting here with Björk and Andrew Huang. Björk, congratulations, your single came out today, The Gate. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's like definitely very thrilling. It's really, really cathartic and yeah, it feels special. Yeah, it's about almost like a metaphysical thing where the wound of heartbreak, where you kind of feel your heart gets broken and your chest kind of implodes, and when that sort of shape, oval shape, restores, it becomes a gate, and then you maybe discover even more so than before that it was there all along, you know, and that it's like a gate that when you are next to people you love, you exchange energy.
Alessandro Michele, who's the creative director of Gucci. So how did he get in between your creative process?
It's hard to actually pick the first moment. I think it was some sort of a conversation, a visual ping pong between the sort of masks that James Merry has been making. I'm wearing one of his beautiful masks right now.
It's so incredible, this collaboration with James, and I want to spend a little bit of time talking about that, because he's been making masks for you for many years, for about 5 years now, I think, right, if not longer. But let's park that and come back to that. Let's talk about Alessandro for a minute.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to remember exactly how it is, but sort of in the feeling, it is like Alessandro was adoring that somehow from afar, and it became somehow kind of a circle of some sort of inspiration or something. And then they approached me wanting to do something, and because I'm an old punk and I'm a bit tricksy when it comes to certain things like that, I was like, maybe not. But how about you? I'm not so good with these kind of huge corporate statements and don't like them so much. But one thing I do love is being in a room with several fertile minds and just make things together. I had one thing, I think out of all songs I've done and videos, it's been most kind of like a pure thread through. Like I think me and Alejandro Arca, we're talking about prisms, and I was actually doing sketches in my diary where like what happens after this kind of wound, and you know, when you have a shock, you split into different colors, almost like a prism, and then the only thing that can heal you is love, and then you unite them all into one point. And Alejandro was reading all these books at the same time from a more psychological point of view, and then he sent me a song called Prism, and we were talking about prisms as sound, as a sort of almost like synesthesia, like a prism. And then I wrote the lyric about like prism, and then we did the video based on prism, and James made a mask that basically was a prism. And I think also Alessandro Michele was also inspired by James's prism masks. Yeah. And then James was inspired by the dress, and we were all ended up being inspired by each other, but it was all kind of like coming from this one idea, like a prism. So it's both the sounds and the lyric and the video and the masks and the dress. Yeah.
Fantastic. And let's take a look at that mask. How do you feel when you're wearing the mask? Do you feel each mask brings a different aspect of you out, or do you feel it's about mixing a mask to a moment and an outfit?
I think our work together, mine and James, it's very intuitive. So sometimes we don't even speak much, but I think sometimes they come from my ideas. Sometimes he, like this one he just did, comes from him.
It's almost like your eyes are extending above your head, and your lips are extending through the leaves, and It's really...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's both hiding and revealing. I mean, I think maybe because I've been doing what I do for such a long time, it helps me kind of be more expressive in the ways I know I can be generous to people that I don't know. And then I can be more generous and protective and give certain things to my closed ones. So in a strange way.
And I know that you also will wear fantastic outfits and masks just to have lunch with your friends on a Saturday afternoon, where, you know, when you're not working, when you're not promoting a record. There is no kind of, you're not, you know, this isn't just an act. You really live your world fully, and you are in a world that you create fully all the time. When you're making music, when you're in the periods between making music, it's just something I wanted to ask you about, because people might get the impression that there is a Björk character that you've invented, and then there's you who sits at home with, like, you know, sweatpants and a t-shirt and, I don't know, you know, hangs out without any of the artifice, but you really are not like that.
I don't know. I think I'm a bit of both. I just came from a month of mixing, where I was actually in the
Mixing the album, so finishing the album.
Yeah, well, I actually was in the studio for every day for like 6 weeks or something. Or...
Did you not have your mixing mask on?
Me too. You were naked. Comfy clothes.
You were naked.
I was naked.
Naked mixing. I was going to ask you, what's the name of the album? Has it? Have you decided yet, or can you reveal it here for the first time?
I had
I want a world exclusive. Come on.
Okay. I have had 1,000 name suggestions, and I think it's going to be called Utopia. I can't think of anything better.
Is that official?
Well, if I change my mind 5 minutes before the album cover goes into print, that might happen.
Okay.
But as I'm here with you guys, I kind of like the fact that it's a cliche, that word, and I like the fact that it has like a fascistic, weird, like, I want the world to be like this feeling about it, because that's sort of, it's a proposal how we can live in the future with nature and technology in the most optimistic way possible. You know, and you know, that we have Trump, we have Brexit, we have our issues in Iceland, we have our environmental issues. I think if there ever was urgency or necessity to come up with another utopian model, how we're going to live our lives, I think it's now. And this is my proposals, or mine and Alejandro's, because it's very, we wrote it very much together.
And you've revealed the title of it here, Utopia.
Smoke coming out of the font.
Yeah, and thanks so much for everybody who's joined us on Facebook for this Facebook Live. It's been really, really fun doing this, and hopefully it won't be the last time we all get to talk to each other.
Thank you.
Thank you.